Hi guys, Paul Gallagher here, and welcome to today's video. Today, what we're going to talk about is Sober October and how to get through it successfully. First off, if you're new to the channel, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and hit the subscription button. Now that that's out of the way, let's just jump straight into the video. First tip I can give you for starting Sober October is starting with a reason why. Starting with why is a very important step in doing a sober, as it will be something that you can always refer back to in times when you're struggling doing Sober October. This could be due to things like you're doing Sober October because you're doing for intrinsic reasons, whereby you want to challenge yourself or even become healthier. As well as this, you may want to prove to other people and indeed yourself that you can go through an entire month without drinking alcohol. Reverting back to your why and why you're doing Sober October can be a great way to keep you on the straight and narrow, especially during difficult times when you're struggling. The second tip I can give you for being successful in Sober October is to make yourself accountable. For me, I like to make myself accountable by declaring that I'm doing Sober October to everybody through my social media. That way, I trick myself in my head thinking that if I fail, people will see that I attempted it and failed it, and therefore they will laugh at me, will make me embarrassed, which adds more motivation to me completing it. Another way that you can make yourself accountable for Sober October is to raise funds for a charity. This is a really great way for making yourself accountable, as when people give you money for that said charity, they are not just investing in the charity, they're investing in your trust in you. And whenever I was struggling, I would always revert back to that to say, I am struggling, my friends have faith in me, I can't let them down, and I want to do this for the charity and be accountable. In addition to this, a third step that helps me be successful within Sober October is finding a good support network. People tend to think that just because they are doing Sober October, they're doing it alone, and this could not be further from the truth. One method that you can do to get past that is to surround yourself with supportive friends that will help you in your goal in completing Sober October. Surround yourself with friends that will support you and that will be willing to do activities with you that do not involve alcohol. This way, it will make the Sober October and the entire month go quicker and easier. For me personally, my friends were probably one of the biggest contributors to me being successful at my previous Sober Octobers, as they would invest in me, showing that they had faith in me and confidence. And as well as this, if there was a day where I was struggling, I could always message them, text them, go for a coffee, talk it out. That way, I felt a lot more at ease. I didn't feel so tense thinking, oh, I need to have a drink. I have friends that can support me and help me through it day by day. Fourth tip that I have that is really beneficial for you completing Sober October is focus on what you can do as opposed to what you can't do. Whenever people undertake Sober October, their minds tend to go into, oh, I can't drink, I can't do this, I can't do that. And this can be very, very self-defeating. Instead of saying, I can't go out for drinks, or I can't do this, or can't do that, opt for thinking, what can I do? Instead, maybe say, well, I can't go for a drink, but I can go for a coffee, or I can go for a bite to eat, or now that I haven't gone out and spent 80 or €100 on a night out, I can use that to spend something that I need or that I want that will be more beneficial to me than a hangover. People also tend to think that just because they don't drink alcohol, they'll be less confident. And if anything, if you can practice talking to new people that you don't know when you're sober, it's going to carry on to increase your confidence in all situations. Another thing that has helped me with this mindset is I like to think of myself as having a plentiful mindset, meaning that I have more options now from choosing not to drink than I do having not to drink. And I'll explain it like this. By choosing to go out sober and not going out with my friends getting drunk, I now have two options. I can either one, stay sober and still have a good night, or two, have a drink and maybe have a good night or a bad night or a night I can't remember. I would tend to pick the first one during Sober October because that way, even if all my friends are drunk, they tend to make fools of themselves. I'll remember all of it, I will have seen it all, and I can embarrass them in the next day. And tip number five, and I think this is one of the best ones, find new activities. This somewhat relates to my previous point, whereby you'll be having a new mindset, therefore, there's more things for you to do. You won't be having hangovers, meaning that you'll have more days that aren't wasted being hungover. So instead of having a day that was wasted hungover, you now have a day to do something new. So why not take up a new activity? An example that I used was 2 years I did Sober October. I was doing a fitness challenge and I thought I would like to do something different. So I went signed up for a free class in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, took it up, and it turns out I absolutely loved it. Took it up, and I'm still doing Jiu-Jitsu to this day. Well, without the lockdown. And at the same time, too, it doesn't have to be sports related. It can be learning a new recipe. It could be taking up a new class. Granted, during this time, we are in COVID. Some people are in lockdown. Some people are prohibited what they can and can't do. But at the same time, I relate back to my previous point. Focus on what you can do. And the more you focus that you can do, you'll have more options. Simple. Thank you for watching the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And also, what was your favorite point? Or do you have a point to add that helps you at Sober October? Again, thank you for watching that video. And remember, thumbs up, comment, and tune in for my next video.